So it's 2024 and interest rates are down.
How are they doing this?
That's what everybody wanted, right? Interest rates are down. But for some reason, no one wants to buy a house. I wonder why that is. Mortgage applications are down big time and real estate agents are like,
I don't know why this is happening. I thought January and February were supposed to be the biggest months ever.
My name is Orlando and welcome to the channel. Make sure you click the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Make sure you check in the description and the pinned comment. I have a newsletter, guys, and it will give you tremendous value and it's free. How can you beat free? Tell me, how can you beat free? You can't. But guys, look at this. This is crazy. Mortgage demand down 9.4% from the final week of 2023, despite recent drop in interest rates. Well, before we even continue, we have to talk about interest rates, right? Because that is the big topic that real estate agents and everyone else online is telling you guys. If the interest rates go down, get ready for 20 to 30% rise in property values. I'm not lying. You can go back to my previous videos. Your real estate agent of the century, the superstar, Barbara Corkin, said the same thing, 20%. And then we showed you that guy that was on a panel full of real estate agents. And he said, get ready. Get ready, February, he gave a date. I don't know, it was somewhere in February.
Everyone who buys a house between basically December 1st and February 28th.
If values don't go up, the biggest that they've ever went up before in February, it would be pie on his face. Look, I'm not the one saying it.
That's my prediction. And if I'm wrong, if we come back a year from now, 6 months from now, and the market hasn't changed and nobody's making a ton of money, pies all in my face.
I know. Some of you guys are like, are you crazy? I'm not saying it, guys. The real estate agents that you guys are hiring are saying that. They're expecting property values to skyrocket. But again, let's take a look at interest rates. And before anybody says this, I get it all the time in the comment section.
Orlando, those aren't the rates.
All you have to do is go into Google and type mortgage rates. That's all you have to do. And the rates will come up magically. It's a magical box that gives you answers. The 30-year fixed is 7.54. So 7.5% is where there are today. I know. You guys are like, so you're telling me people are going crazy after just a 0.5% drop? Yep, you're right. I mean, that's how tight it is. Hey man, can you really blame these real estate agents? Can you blame them? If a 0.5% drops, they're going to be knocking at your door. If a 0.5% drops, your mortgage lender is going to be knocking on your door.
Hey. You said you wanted to buy a house, right? You said you wanted to sell that house. You said you wanted to refinance that house.
Do it now, because if you don't do it now, interest rates are going back up. Then let's take a look here. 15-year fix, 6.3. And then we have oh man, nobody wants to talk about these ARMs. But look at the ARM. The ARM is 7.6% now. Imagine if you got that earlier. You're not happy now. You're not happy if you got this ARM back in the day and now you're eating it right now. You're probably in price shock when it comes to your rate. But hey, that's neither here nor there. I told you guys, don't do the ARMs. Nobody believed me. Only if we had history to show you that you shouldn't go after an ARM. Only if we had it. If something in the last 10 years would have shown you, or even longer than that, would have shown you, don't do it. Don't do it. Then, maybe that would have helped.
That saying's very 2009.
So we do have an understanding that interest rates have dropped. Let's make that clear. Interest rates have dropped. Have they dropped dramatically? No. Are they dropped to 2 to 3% like some people are telling you they're going to go back to? No, they haven't. But they have dropped. They're dropped 50 basis points or a 0.5%. They have dropped. I'm admitting that. They have dropped, guys. But why is it that everyone doesn't want to buy a home now? Well, it's obvious the reason is because it's too expensive. Houses are ridiculously unaffordable right now. So if houses are unaffordable, does the rate matter if it's dropped 0.5%? It does not. People are not seeing savings when it comes to just dropping a 0.5%. People need to get back to, and this is the truth, a lot of people to make things work at these numbers, rates are going to have to drop to 4%.
Damn.
4 to 5%. That's what people are hoping to get to. And let me tell you this right now, and you're hearing this from me. If you're waiting for rates to drop to 4 to 5% and you're not looking at the price of the home, you're doing yourself an injustice. When prices drop, when people are losing equity, if you buy a home right now, if you bought a home 2 years ago or a year ago, you're losing money. And this is not across the board, guys. What I'm trying to say is that in some areas, people are currently losing money. If you were in Austin, if you were in Boise or San Francisco or any of these California places or some of these other places like in New York or something like that, right? If you were bought in any of these places and you overpaid $200,000 for a condo. Yes, I know that sounds crazy. People are paying over $200,000 asking price. And what are they getting? I can tell you what you're getting. You're getting an asset that is a hot potato right now. You're getting an asset that's going to lose value. Why would you risk right now buying just for a 0.5% drop thinking,
Oh, this is the time to buy right now. I'm going to buy an asset that's so high priced that this 0.5% is going to save me.
it's not. But let's continue. Mortgage demand ended 2023 on a sour note despite a sharp drop in mortgage interest rates during December. Total application volume was down 9.4% for the week ending in December 29 compared to 2 weeks earlier. The average rate on the 30-year fixed ended the year at 6.76%, lower than where it was 2 weeks ago, but higher than it was a week ago. That, however, is still well below the 8% high seen in mid-October. Let's get this straight. I just showed you the rates. January 3rd, I think it said. They're 7.5%. So, I mean, is there a possibility you can go to a credit union and get it at 6.5 or 6.7? Okay, great. But overall, the average is what I showed you. It's at 7.5%. And like I said, all you got to do is just Google it. But here's the thing. Let's talk about demand. Why is demand the way it is? It says applications to refinance a home ended the year 15% higher than it did the same year ago. Applications for a mortgage to purchase a home ended the year 12% lower. Some people would ask me, Orlando, why is it higher? Well, it's because a lot of these people were buying homes at 8%, and 0.5% to them is huge savings, which I totally get and I understand. But imagine buying something at the highest peak ever, and now you're playing this game of refinance in 6 months, refinance in 1 year for a 0.5% savings. It's going to get mighty expensive if it drops down another 0.5%. And then some of these individuals, maybe based on the way that the economy is going, need cash out. They're willing to take a higher percent interest rate to pull money out of their home so they can just live. I mean, we have seen what's happening with the economy, right? We know everything is more expensive, including groceries, including work to get on your home, housing just in general, cars. Everything is more expensive. So it wouldn't be too far out of the box to realize that people are going to try to pull money out of their homes. Maybe some people believe I'd rather pull the money out of my home now because I think the value is going to drop. So I would rather have the money in my pocket than rather see it in my home and just dissipate and disappear. Some people will do that.
There is some truth in that, yes.
But the point is that that's the reason why refinances are up. And the reason why purchases of homes are down is because the 0.5% just isn't enough, guys. It just isn't enough. So then it goes on to continue, says those who can benefit for a refinance are trying to get in while they can, but the vast majority of homeowners have an interest rate of 4% or even 3% range. Rates sat near the record lows for the first 2 years of the pandemic. So most borrowers refinance then, which is totally true. There are a lot of borrowers who have that 3 to 4%. But here's the thing that I always keep, and I want to make sure I knock home with you guys, is that your situation isn't another person's situation. Write that down. People will sell for a bunch of reasons. That's just the truth. Someone may need to move from across country because of a job. Some people may downsize, moving closer towards family. There's a bunch of reasons why people will sell. That's the reason why it's so important for you to do your own research, for you to keep an eye on your market and understand and focus on your market. The national stuff is really great, but you really need to focus on your market. You need to understand what's happening in your neck of the woods, understanding what's happening on your block, who's selling, who's doing what, so that you can take advantage of the opportunities that will come up in your market, because every market is different. Let's say it again. Every market is different. And let me just say this too and add this. Do not overpay, guys. Don't put yourself in a predicament where you're gonna let these real estate agents sending you all this mail, because I promise you, you will get tons of mail from real estate agents trying to get you to buy and tell you that this is the best time to buy ever. What's even worse is that if you have a house to sell, they're gonna tell you,
We can get a 20% premium.
you don't believe me? All you have to do is just look online, and there are tons. I've done videos on them where I showed you that these real estate agents will tell you that this is the best time to buy, that they're telling you that values will skyrocket in February. And you don't think that these guys are telling sellers that too? They are. They are. Crazy as it may be, they are. I think you're going to see more of this. And I think at the end of the day, like I always say, it's going to get worse before it gets better. We're going to see job losses. We're going to see a slowing in applications for purchases. I believe that refinancing is going to still be up because most people are just going to be trying to pull that cash out of their homes. So guys, listen. If you're sitting on the sidelines still waiting, good job. But make sure you're sitting on the sidelines with a purpose, looking at your market, because I don't want you to miss an opportunity that could be happening in your market, in your backyard, and you passed it up because you weren't paying attention. So as always, guys, I hope you got value out of this content, and you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get into your first rental property, and I promise you the information you will get from it will be gold. See you in the next one. Thanks.